Together with Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I will be joined here by my brother Tim in just a couple minutes here. He's currently doing something. I forgot what he said he was doing. But we got the NBA to cover. We got the NHL to cover. We got the MLB to cover for today. So we're not going to waste too much time. A quick recap of yesterday. And wow, what a shit show yesterday was. I put out 12 bets. Pushed 3 of them. I won 1. It was brutal. And let's just go over it. Baseball, I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 5, and 3. Baltimore -1 was a loser. That was. I didn't hate the bet. Because I thought everything kind of correlated there, but I obviously I wish for a different result. And then Pittsburgh first 5 was a loser. The Rays first 5 was a winner. So that was nice. Pushed the first 5 money line with Miami. They gave me 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th, so I guess I was fine with that because they were down 2-0 early in that game. The White Sox first 5, I should have just played the full game. The game ended in 7 innings. They took the lead in the they took the lead in the 6th. That's me no good for the first 5, so that was very frustrating there. Cubs and Brewers 0-0 at the end of 5, so I pushed the first 5 there. Rockies first 5, Rockies full game, loser. White Nationals first 5 money line push. Yeah, so that was baseball yesterday. NBA, I had the Rockets. Not my best work there. They got beat. Down pretty bad. It was a 14-point win there from going 2-0, cashing out big with some futures and stuff like that. I watch the Winnipeg Jets score not 1 but 2 goals with the goalie pulled in less than 2 minutes. It was 2-0 with 1 minute and 56 seconds left in the third period, and it was a 3-1 lead. Or no, it was 3-1, my bad. It was a 2-goal lead. It was 3-1 with less than 2 minutes left. Nemestikov made it 3-2. Adam Lowry, it was Cole Perfetti who tied up the game, which I was 1.6 seconds away from Blues money line, Jets team total under, Blues series live at plus 700 as well. And then it went to overtime, and it went to double overtime, and Lowry gets the game winner for the Winnipeg Jets. An absolute heartbreaker last night. That would have massively turned around my night. Instead, just puts a couple more bullets in me after I already had a shit day. That was one of the toughest games to watch in a very long time for me. Not only just being on the side in that game, but watching all those futures go down like that, when all they had to do was really just pin up the puck against the wall for another couple seconds, and we would be talking about the Blues and the Stars starting in a couple days. Instead, it was, I think, a backhand pass that would end up being a turnover, and then a lucky pass to a lucky shot to a goal. And it hurt. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That really bothered me. But it's a new day, new games, and everything shit day yesterday, down 7.23 units. So hopefully today's better. I don't think it can get much worse, but hopefully I don't eat my words there.
We had a slightly profitable day on the site.
Cool.
Also, by the way, Nick, you didn't put the stream on my Twitter. There we go. Although there were so I think all but one of our baseball plays were plus money. I know you didn't lean either way. I listened to the stream while I was working and stuff. So I was putting up plays as he went along. You didn't have any feeling on the Mets series. I was an idiot and took their run line both games, thinking, hey, they're going to win one by multiple. They lose both by combined 2 runs. Not ideal. I believe if you look at the Mets stats the last 5 games, they have a plus run differential. They're 1-4. Rays money line plus 152. That was a nice winner. Orioles run line. There were 10 solo home runs hit in that game. Yeah, I was on the wrong side of that one. I was on the right side of a different game though, Nick, because I know I put him up. You said you didn't trust him. Minnesota Twins plus 168 winner there. The Cubbies got shut out, so the best offense in baseball gets blinked. How about the White Sox plus 169 winner? Nice there. Seattle was a disappointment. You already mentioned your Blues game. NBA yesterday, Pacers plus 8.5. I should have just left the points at the door. They steal game 1. And I think we see another team. I think we see another team steal game 1 on the road today too.
You back Cleveland in game 2 though, right?
Yes, I'm going to be back in Cleveland game 2. Game 7, you took the Rockets. I took the under 205.5. Did either team reach 100?
Yeah, so it was 103 to 89.
Ah, okay. I said the first team to 100 wins that game, and I was right. But overall, it was a good day on the side. I believe we're up, was it 0.71 units or something like that. But hey, I'm not going to complain. I'm looking at the Picks and Parleys site. We're on the last 30, up 11.11 units in the last 30 days on the site. So that's kind of nice to see. Ready to just keep rolling, Nick?
Yeah. Head over to the chat and then we'll get into today's games.
Yeah. By the way, Nick, for 2024-2025, hold your head up high. You're number 1 on the site for NHL. Up 25.77 up on the site. By the way, here you go. Contest. Oh, Nick, baseball contest. Go ahead quickly.
I forgot to update my record again. I'm nowhere near where I am, so I'm just gonna. Oh, I know I did update my record yesterday. I didn't update my record for today, but let me go ahead and grab that real quick. Where we have,
I did not put plays in over the weekend.
Isaacs is 3-2, up 8.38 units. Robert Carlson did not have a good day yesterday, so he gets bumped down. You're still in second.
Woo.
Yeah. And yeah, that's yep, there we go. There's the updated standings there. Not a good start for our reigning champ. But hey, still plenty of time left in the month to go out and improve.
There you go. Blues are up 2 goals less. Yes, we know. We know what happened in the game.
I'm well aware. Yeah.
I picked the Jets to win the series. I did too. But it is what it is. Up 2 units in the MLB. There you go. Another. Yeah, you had Oakland. Nice. You'll love to see that. Panthers minus 180. Leafs plus 157. Go. Yep. Leafs. Go.
I mean, they're giving you the team that won the division as home ice advantage for plus 1. What was that? 155 plus 160 range.
Hold on? Can I?
Yeah.
If you're going to do it that way, yeah, because they're playing against the defending Stanley Cup champions. What's your point?
I just found it. I need to take a look because did.
They're against the team that won the cup last year.
Yeah. Wow.
Hurricanes minus 170, Capitals plus 150.
Wow. So all the teams that have home ice advantage are underdogs.
Jets and Oilers, okay. Now Oilers are. Oh, sorry. Oilers are playing VGK. Stars are that big of a series?
They're still dealing with injuries.
That's why I was a little bit surprised that it was up that high. Holy shit.
They did a great job of picking out.
What about the Jets with the comeback? Yes, Nick talked about that. Bought my tickets, Game 5, VGK, and the Oilers. If it makes it there, VGK in 4. I'm going to Vegas in like a week or two. Hopefully 3 days. Hopefully 3 days. I'm there. The Knights are playing. Hopefully. Let's get it. Parleys staying at the Circus. Picking the Leafs to win. Second round. Let's go, man. Let's get it. Hey. Bet the Blues, but the Jets series, I'm super sorry. That's funny. Morning. I'm glad we are sticking to hockey, Rob. Oh, God. Please don't do that.
I feel so old.
I thought Saturday was bad, but Sunday was worse. What's the bet for the Cavs now to win in 5? I'll be honest, I have not a clue.
I still think Indiana wins at least a couple more in the series.
I was about to say I'm probably taking Indiana game. What would it be? Game 3. First game at home for Indiana. I'll probably take them there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you could really say that. If the Blues had Dylan Holloway, they win that series.
I could see that. Yeah, absolutely.
F the Jets. That was a garbage deflection goal. Hey, it's not how you score them. It's how many you score them.
Yeah, it's not how. It's how many.
Yes, because it was a run line. Run lines have to go at least, 8.5 innings?
8.5 innings.
Trust me, I deal with that all the time in college baseball because most of the time you're grabbing run lines. And if a team run rules another team, say if I grab Tennessee minus 3.5 against South Carolina and Tennessee run rules them and it doesn't go 9 innings, it's a void. It's not a winner. I dealt with that earlier. I grabbed I got lucky with one because I had Xavier plus 4.5 one day versus Vandy, and Vandy run ruled them and it pushed. Blues are the better team. So, I'll usually fix it. Have to wait for Dallas to lose to get value on that series.
Yeah.
Not seeing many folks at all on the Nuggets plus 9.5 tonight. World on Thunder. No way they lose. We will talk about that game in a little bit, but I did a free pick video on it. I took the Nuggets trifected, and we'll talk about that one later. And to be fair, no, it's not because I'm a Nuggets fan. I would have taken the Nuggets. I would have taken the Clippers trifecta if the Clippers beat the Nuggets in Game 7. So, Buenos Dias. I was down 5.7 yesterday. Now I'm minus 5. Was up 2 units from yesterday. How does that make sense?
What?
I was down 5.7 yesterday. Now I'm down 5. I was up 2 units from yesterday. How does that make sense? In the contest.
Here we go again. Let me go take a look at what you had. Keep in mind, I am human. Sometimes I do make mistakes.
No, you don't. You have to be perfect.
I have you as 9-8-1, up 0.68 units. Pitt first 5 lost. Rays money line 1. Orioles first 5 won, but full game lost. O's first 5 over 1, so that's 3-2. Indians first 5 in full game, winner. So that's 5-2. A's money line was a winner, 6-2. Astros run line. That's what it was. That's what it is. Astros run line should have been a void, not a loss. I apologize on that one because it was a run line. It wasn't a that's 9-7, 1.83 innings. So I have to take away a loss. That's what it was. So you're down 4 points. Nope. You are down 3.96 units. I apologize on that one. I marked the Astros run line a loser when it was a void.
Unbelievable, Nick. How dare you?
I'm the absolute worst. I should just give up.
I think it's yes, it is bullshit. It is bullshit sometimes. I agree. I hope there are trends like the zigzag series. I mean, depends on the series. Thank you. Yep, we're good. We're good. We fixed it. I can't believe Trent ended up more profitable in the NHL in the hockey this weekend than me. Oof. I had Pacers Blues, Warriors Blues. Ouch. I'm sorry to hear that. We're so close to the White Sox. Yes. Aren't the White Sox like? I don't know. White Sox are 10-24. Go Nuggets. Yes. That Earle math ain't math. Yep, we figured it out. We're good. Yep, we're good. Nuggets. Jesus, dude. That's rough. All right, Nick. Basketball playoffs more?
Yeah. Let's get into it here. We're going to kick it on off with the Boston Celtics taking on the New York Knicks. Let's take a look at the line history. It opened up at a 9, got down to an 8.5, back up to a 9. So we do and it's been a 8-cent line movement since the opening line towards the Boston Celtics. Line opened up 214. It's down to a 212.5. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game here, where we have 59% of tickets and 56% of cash is on the New York Knicks. This line is moving towards the Boston Celtics. So we do have a move towards Boston here in this game, 41-44 on them. So a little bit of sharp money coming in on them, 95 on the over. I believe, if I remember right, the New York Knicks lost all 4 games against this Boston Celtics team during the season. They did.
Nope.
On October 20th. Yes.
Actually, sorry. Yes. They had a win versus Cleveland at the end of the year. That's the game I messed up. Yes, it should be. They should have went 4-0.
Yep. October 22nd, it was a 132-109 win for Boston. Then on February 8th, it was 131-104 Boston. On February 23rd, it was 118-105 Boston. And then on April 8th, it was 119-117 Boston. So Boston won all 3 matchups here so far, all 4 matchups in the regular season. They are by far the better team. The public, and it's not really a public spot because I don't count 59 and 56 as a public spot, but when the line's moving slightly against you, though, when more tickets, more money are coming in on you, especially when you're a dog, immediately makes me think favorite. I think this is potentially a smash and grab spot for the Boston Celtics in this one here. Now, I just want the full game money line, or not the full game money line, the full game spread on this one here. Boston, they're coming in off of that series against. They went up against Orlando. They won that series 4-1. Their last game was on the 29th. The New York Knicks, they last played on May the 1st. So the Celtics are well rested heading into this. Now, we'll be talking about a different one here. It was a series that wins 5 versus a series that wins 6. I don't think that's that much of a difference compared to what we'll talk about next game. I think this is Celtics in this spot here, laying the 9 in this game. I'm getting 9 minus 110 on Bovada. I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger there.
You know what I'm going to do for today? I'm going to run 2 trifectas. I think Boston blows them out of the water. I think the only time I'm going to be interested in backing anything New York Knicks related is when it goes back to New York 2-0 Boston. Now, I will say, I do think Cleveland still wins the Eastern Conference. I still think that. I think them getting punched in the face game 1 against the Indiana Pacers is exactly what they needed. I like the Celtics here. And at the end of the day, I still think we're going to get Celtics versus Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals. 1 versus 2, as we all expected. I don't think this series is close at all. Like, realistically, I could see all 4 games being double digits. Celtics wins. The Knicks have proven that through facing the top teams in the league, they can't win. I think the one time that they won versus one of the top 3 teams in the league, actually, I don't think they won at all. Yeah, no, they lost to Cleveland the second to last game. Yeah, no, they went 0-11 versus Boston, Cleveland, and Oklahoma City. That should say enough. I think that should say enough. And by the way, Nick, I was looking back at my NBA playoff video. I got all 8 series right.
Yeah.
I called 2 upsets or 2 bigger seeds, and that was Warriors and T-Wolves. Yeah. I have.
By the way, if you're looking for any series props on this one, good luck. The Celtics to win 4-0 is plus 235.
That's the only thing I have interest in.
If you're looking, then yeah. And if you're looking for it, you were talking about the only time you'd want the Knicks would be down 2-0 heading back home. You can do the exact outcome: Boston, Boston, New York, Boston, Boston, 5-1.
The thing is, I would more realistically think Boston sweeps. I would only want to grab the Knicks on a spread, and I don't even think they win that game.
Then yeah, you could take Boston to sweep at plus 235.
Starting the show with the worst part. Cool. Celtics minus 433. Stupid. Yeah, all of them look stupid. Oklahoma City and Boston. Moneyline parlays minus 200. Yeah. I think one of them loses today. I wonder who I think loses today. Let's go Nuggets. Anyways, go Nuggets plus 339. Please make these line makers look dumb. I'm very tempted to put Nuggets money line up on the site, Nick. Very, very tempted. How about a new member? F.
Hell yeah.
Donahue, I want to say your name is, because I think this is like the first time I'm seeing you in the chat at all, and you're a new member. Welcome. We appreciate you joining. I try to do my best to post our card every single day. I know I'm not going to agree with Nick's hockey play today, but it is what it is. But we will have our card posted after the show for everything that we have. But we appreciate it. And then I think when it comes to some other, I want to start doing some more member-only stuff. I got to figure out what exactly that is. But welcome. We appreciate the support for all the members. And Coyote's excited because he's a member as well. I wouldn't be surprised that the Knicks steal either game 1 or game 2. I would be. Tim, don't post this crap in the NHL. Go Leafs. More member perks. I'm going to try to do, because I feel like I want to do like a video or two. So I feel like I want to start trying to do like a best bet or something, or like a member exclusive play or something like that eventually. But I want to try to figure out something more for members because we do appreciate you guys. Nick, let's get into the series.
Yeah, unfortunately for this game, this is purely just me capping because I have line movement, but I do not have a cash flow because of being useless. Action Network. This line opened. We have the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Denver Nuggets. This line opening up at a 9.5 minus 110. It's now 9.5 minus 115. So a 5-cent line movement here towards these Thunder in this game here. Taking a look at the line, or at the total line, open up 221.5. It's now 226. So a big move towards the over. The site that I look at for live odds says 78 and 86 is on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Don't know how much you can stock you can put into that, but that is something to I guess something I can use when Action Network is being useless. And for that, we have a situation I feel like is a really strong angle. I would love to go back and look to see how well this angle is. A team coming in off of a sweep versus a team coming in off of a 7-game series. I feel like the advantage goes towards the team off of a 7-game series. Because
game one. But I will say real quick, if somebody can help me look it up, I've been trying to look and try to find it. You could put NHL in there too. Teams coming off of at least a week break, not including All-Star break, and not including the first game of the season. Like, I want to know whether or not like a certain team have had like a week off and then come back and see what they do. Because the Thunder have had, 10 days off in a row?
Something like that.
So, sorry, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. I think this is more of an advantage, though, Tim, earlier in the game. And that's exactly where I'm going to target the spot here for me, is I think that this is one of those spots where you'll see the team that played the 7-game series is more ready to go when the puck drop, when the opening tip off and things along those lines. And I think that's when we should attack this, is early rather than maybe a full game. So I'm on the first quarter and the first half with the Denver Nuggets in this game. I got the first quarter at +3 over on DraftKings, and I'm getting the first half at +6 minus 120 on Bovada. And for me in this one, this is not me saying that the Nuggets are going to win this game. This is not me saying the Nuggets are going to win this series. This is not anything along those lines. It's me projecting that the shorter turnaround for the Nuggets will be more beneficial for them in the first quarter and the first half than the Thunder, who are coming in off of a sweep in their series where they had a relatively easy series. They last played on April the 26th. The Nuggets played on the 3rd. The Nuggets played 2 nights ago. They're in playoff mode. They are continuing on. Now, I do think that this is an advantage early in the game, early in the series. Later in the series is where Oklahoma City can take over and be able to be the better overall team and probably win the series in 6. I think Denver could win outright tonight, and I think they could win outright in game 3 or 4. I still think the Thunder win the series, but I think minus what I was seeing 800, 900.
That's all 900.
Thunder to win the series is downright disrespectful against the MVP, or what should be the MVP. But for me, I'm going to stay away from the full game, but I'm going to take the first quarter and the first half here with the Denver Nuggets. I'm on the first quarter +3 minus 110, and the first half +6 minus 120.
Nuggets steal game 1. And I will say this would be a little bit different of a story if the Thunder, see that Thunder name down there? If that said Warriors or Celtics or like, I don't want to say Lakers because I don't think that's fair. A team that's more experienced and like an older team and like veterans that know what they're doing in the playoffs. If it was more that, then I would look at it and go, man, the 10 days off in a row won't hurt them. I don't think the Thunder are going to know what to do after 10 days off in a row. I think they're going to come off to a very, very slow start. And realistically, I think the series goes back to Denver 1-1. I will take the Nuggets this game. I'll take the Thunder next game if the Nuggets win. But I think this is a spot. Nuggets steal game 1.
It's not a bad look. And I mean, if you're looking at it, you want to take a shot here. The Nuggets are plus 500 to win the series. The Nuggets plus 2.5 games is plus 125 in this series. I think that's worth a look for them to win 2 games this series at plus 125. I think that's definitely interesting.
This series is going to go 7 games.
I want to see. And if you Denver Nuggets to win game 1 and the series is 12-1.
Denver Nuggets force the series to 7 games.
I'm interested in something in this series for future as well. I'm interested in the Nuggets plus 2.5 games at plus 125. Okay. I think that's worth a look here in this spot, for this game. So I kind of lean in that direction as well.
I will say I am starting to see some of the lines go down for this series. Like the Nuggets, I got at 500. I'm starting to see 440 now. So line is starting to go down a little bit. Just saying. The series is going to be lit. I hope so. I really hope this is a good series.
I'm going to move on that plus 2.5 games. I'm going to do that.
Could a minus 9.5 parlay might be in play here? No. Smart. How are the NBA playoff ratings? Lower than usual? Yeah, probably. Nuggets will win the series, and anyone who says Nuggets should trade Joker is an idiot. 446 is scared. I agree. Took them a year, but MGM finally unbanned me from their promos. 20% boost on the NHL tonight. Get it, dude. Every time I hear says the Thunder are already in the conference finals. That's what I've heard. I mean, should we even be playing the series? I feel like it's already over. That's what everybody's saying is that it's already series is already over. Come on, it's not over when the Joker's still playing. Yeah, Nuggets plus 2.5 sounds interesting. All right, Nick, let's try to get through as much baseball as we can.
Yep, I took the plus 2.5 games at plus 125 over on DraftKings, and I posted that on Twitter as well. I have now made my first series bet in the NBA. I did not bet a single series in round 1. So there we go. Let's move on to baseball. This is an interesting matchup here because we have the Dodgers minus 190 road favorites, total of 9.5 in this game. Sandy Alcantara taking on. It's going to be Ben Kasparius. So it's going to be a bullpen game for the Dodgers, which, I mean, the Dodgers have one of the better bullpens in baseball, so it's not like one of those immediately, bullpen game, you got to fade it. Ben Kasparius is a usable reliever to open up the game, and then they'll probably get some bulk from some guys and stuff along those lines. Take a look at the cash flow or the line history in this game, where it opened up at minus 180. It's now minus 201, so we do have a move towards the Dodgers in this game. Line opened up 9.5 even money. It's still 9.5 at even money. Taking a look at the cash flow in this game here, where we have 92 and 92 on the Dodgers. That doesn't surprise anybody. 74% tickets, 84% cash on the over. I can see runs in this game. I can. And the one thing that is interesting was not seeing the line move too much. And here's the thing for me. I want to if I am going to bet this game, I would like to take the bullpens out of it. And I would like to just focus on what the Dodgers are going to do against Sandy Alcantara, which is, I think, hit them. And I think if this was any other pitcher, we're looking at a much wider line. Now, unfortunately, seeing that the Dodgers are the road team, the team total over is not going to be worth it because just pretty plain and simply, we're not getting the value that we could be because they get 9 at bats. The team total over 5.5 is minus 110. So I think that's enough to keep me off the Dodgers in this game. It'd be Dodgers, team total over, something along those lines, especially after losing last night on Sunday Night Baseball. I can see them bouncing back. Sandy's not been very good, and that bullpen's pretty bad as well. The only problem is I just think you're priced off of the Dodgers in this game. Their run line is -130. Their team total is 5.5. Their first 5 -1/2 is -130, -125. So, like, there's no value on anything in the Dodgers here in this spot. And if you're going to fade Sandy Alcantara at home, I mean, this year's been a good year to fade out Sandy because he's not been very good. And it's a bullpen game for the Dodgers. So I know a lot of people will think, okay, maybe this is a dog to take a shot with. But I'm definitely not doing that. Dodgers are nothing for me. It's just not a game I'm getting involved with just because there's no value on it.
Let's go look. I'm going to quickly look up. Yep, never mind. I was going to see whether or not the Dodger run line was reasonable.
No.
It's not. It's -122. But I'm not in the business of laying that much on it. I'm not touching the Marlins here. I'll be quick with it because it would be the Monday night fade or the Sunday night baseball fade, if anything. But the Dodgers only traveled from Atlanta to Miami. It's not like they traveled far. So if there is a team to fade from because of something yesterday, it's the team that had to travel from St. Louis to Arizona after playing a doubleheader.
We'll talk about that as well.
We'll talk about that later. Marlins, Sandy. Marlins first 5. Dodger money line is a parlay piece. Marlins over 9.5. I could see the over 9.5. Sandy over K's. My first time betting on Sandy this season. I hope it goes well for me. Good luck, dude. I do like something in this game, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Washington Nationals, -120 for the Guardians, total of 9 in this game. Taking a look at the line history in this one here, where we have Luis L. Ortiz taking on Jake Irving. Line open up 115, it's now 116 for the Guardians, so a slight move towards them. Open up 9 at -105, it's now 9 at +102. So move towards the under here as well. 91% tickets, 93% cash on the over. 60% of tickets, 69% cash is on the Guardians in this one here. Luis L. Ortiz, a 5.96 ERA, 1.56 whip, 10.87 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%, 4.91 walks per nine, a 3.24 BABIP, a 4.33 FIP, and a 3.93 SIERA. Jake Irving, 3.19 ERA, 1.01 whip, 7.61 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 1.96 walks per nine, a 2.35 BABIP, a 4.25 FIP, and a 3.75 SIERA. Bullpen edge, Guardians. Hitting edge, Guardians, 101 WRC plus, which is 17th, compared to 99, which is 19th. The line's moving slightly towards the Guardians. With the markets, they're not public, and I do like seeing the line. At least they show some respect. I'm seeing a lot of -120s. I do see -115 over on BetMGM. I'm interested in the Guardians in this game. I do think Luis L. Ortiz, that 5.96 ERA, is not going to stay. Like, I think he's going to be much better than that. And my numbers do projected for some nice positive aggression. I think that the Guardians could hit Irving a little bit, and if they can't get to Irving, they will get to that bullpen. And I think that bullpen edge is just too much for me to pass up a full game here spot on it. I'm going to take the Guardians here to get my card started on this game. I'll be on the -115 money line here at Cleveland just to get today started.
All right, we'll start off the day with me and you against each other. I'm going with the Nationals here. I like Irving. He did have a rough start in his last time out. Let up 6 runs to the Phillies in Philly. But previous to that, only allowed 3 earned runs in 3 starts where he went 20 and 2/3 innings. And he looked really strong going into that. Irving's a guy I like to back. This is a Nationals team that I do like this Nationals team. I know I'm probably higher on them than most people. They just took a series from Cincinnati. Now they're back home after a 6-game road trip. I think they get their homestead started with a win. Personally, I like the Nationals in this one.
Fair, and I know the Nationals have been definitely a team we've disagreed on this year a decent amount.
I agree. I mean, they're 16 and 19 to start the year, so it's not great, but
better than I expected, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Indians, Ortiz over strikeouts and the over. Nick, I like this game, though, for sure.
Yeah, we have the New York Yankees taking on the San Diego Padres. Minus 140 for the Yankees, total 7.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. Oh, perfect. They do have that prop available. Cool. That's for a later game, though. I wanted to make sure that they had it because I've known the last couple of times for one angle they haven't had it. We get two of those plays today. Cool. It's not in this game, though, between Slick Nick Pivetta and Carlos Rodon. Line opened up at a 150 for the Yankees. It's down to a 143. Line opened up at an 8. It's down to a 7.5. It was an 8.5 at opening, but that was immediately gone within 3 minutes. So do that as you please. And taking a look at the cash flow in this game here, 42% of tickets and 62% of cash is on the Padres, and the line moving towards them in this spot tells me that probably the Padres are a live dog in this game, especially with the line moving towards them in that direction. We have Nick Pivetta, a 1.78 ERA, a 0.82 WHIP, 9.93 strikeouts per nine, which is 29%. 204 walks per nine, a 226 BABIP, but 2.29 FIP, and a 3.05 SIERA. On the flip side, Rodon, 3.43 ERA, 0.98 WHIP, 11.14 strikeouts per nine, which is 32%. 4.07 walks per nine, a 184 BABIP, a 3.82 FIP, and a 3.34 SIERA. Bullpen edge, Padres. Hitting edge, Yankees, 128 WRC plus, which is second against righties. The Padres do hit lefties, though, 108 WRC plus, which is 10th. So we do have a Padres team that can hit lefties in this spot here. I'm interested in San Diego in this game. The Yankees are coming off of the divisional series against the Rays, where they lost a series to their own tenants. And I think that the starting pitching edge goes to the Padres in this game with Pivetta. And the bullpen edge, I think, is pretty significant towards said Padres as well. I do think that the Padres bullpen is definitely a better overall unit. I'm interested in San Diego in this game, especially at this number. So I think I'm going to shop around, find the best available number, and take some Padres action here.
I don't hate it. By I don't hate it, I'm on it. I'm on the Padres with you, plus 130. I like Nick Pivetta. He's been a guy that's been very consistent this year, and I want to keep backing him. So that's one spot that I do like in this game. I just don't think the Yankees are going to be as good as people think. I know they are first place in the division at the moment. I don't really care. This is a Yankees team that, and by the way, we thought this AL East was going to be really good. The Yankees are the only team above 500 in the AL East right now.
I was going to say it's low. Whoa. Red Sox are not above?
They're equal 500, 18-18.
Heard. Yeah, they're kind of ass.
Yeah, this has been a very mid-division so far, to the point where the AL Central is better by a lot, even with the White Sox in there. And I'd even make the argument that the AL West is better right now. But this is definitely a Yankee team that I don't want to be backing right now. Rodon's been great, but I'm going to back Nick Pivetta and the San Diego Padres, who are also on a 5-game winning streak right now. So give me the San Diego Padres.
There you go.
Man, I really wanted to take the Padres with Pivetta, but something made me stay away. Cleveland series winner versus the Nationals, minus 114. I want the Nationals there. Under, maybe some flashbacks when Yanks faced Pivetta as a Red Sox. Fair. Padres. Let's keep on rolling, Nick. See if I can't get 2 more games in.
Yeah, we have the Atlanta Braves taking on the Cincinnati Reds, minus 145 for the Braves, total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history here between A.J. Smith-Shawver and Brady Singer. Line opened up at a 138. It's now a 146. So we do have a move towards Atlanta. Line opened up at an 8 or a 9 plus money to the over, but now it's an 8.5 and minus 115 to the over. So really an adjustment of juice. I really would like to chalk that up to. Take a look at the cash flow in this game. where we have 42% of tickets and 61% of cashes on the Reds, and the line's moving towards the Braves. We have 93 and 94s on the over here as well, with the line moving towards the under, but it was really they moved the juice, so do with that as you please. We have A.J. Smith-Jr. versus Brady Singer. Singer 3.62 ERA, 1.13 WHIP, 10.54 strikeouts per nine, which is 29%, 2.96 walks per nine, 279 BABIP, a 3.15 FIP, and a 3.28 SIERA. On the flip side, A.J. Smith-Jr. 4.26 ERA, 1.68 WHIP, 10.42 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%, 4.26 walks per nine, and 385 BABIP, a 4.24 FIP, and a 3.88 SIERA. Bullpen edge, Atlanta. Hitting edge, Atlanta, 104 WRC plus, which is 15th, compared to 99, which is 18th. For me, this is Braves or no bet. That would be my lean, is Braves -1 in this game. I don't really want to do that. They're off of the Dodger win last night on Sunday Night Baseball, so I think that could be an interesting letdown spot for them. So ultimately, this is a pass for me, but it would be a lean towards Atlanta on the -1 line.
This is the Sunday Night Baseball fade. I know they played at home last night, and they're still at home. I don't care. Give me the Reds here. This is a Reds team that has been playing some good baseball as of late, and a team that I want to kind of back going down the stretch, or going the next little while. And I still think that the Atlanta Braves are they'll make their way back, just not for a little while. They are now, I will say, they're no longer last place in the division.
Mm-hmm.
And they're tied with the Nationals in third place. But they're 6 games back, which is nothing. It's nothing for this point of the year. It's nothing. But I like the Reds here. I took them at some plus money here, so give me the Reds plus 125 in this game.
Yeah, it's also 6 games. I mean, it's something. It's not nothing, but you also got to keep in mind they've yet to play the Mets this year.
Yep. And I believe they played the Phillies Phillies for 3 games.
Once. But they're trailing the Mets, and they've yet to play them.
And I will give Atlanta the benefit of the doubt, too, with this. Ready? Teams that they've played so far. San Diego, currently the second best record in baseball. Dodgers, currently the best record in baseball. Miami, whatever. Philly, currently second place in the division. Tampa Bay, who's been halfway decent. Toronto, who's was off to a decent start. They swept Minnesota. Cool, that's what they're supposed to do. They took 2 out of 3 from St. Louis. Cool, that's what they're supposed to do. Went into Arizona, won 2 out of 3. Big wins. Colorado, whatever. And then they played Dodgers again. They have had a really tough strength of schedule to start the year. I think the Braves will be just fine. Braves team total over. Reds. Yes, I like the Reds. Pass. Singer over strikeouts. I like the Indians to win the series because I don't think we will see Gore pitch in it. That is fair. Under 8.5. All right, Nick, this will probably be the last game that I get to talk with.
Yeah, we have the Chicago Cubs taking on the San Francisco Giants, -145 for the Cubs, total of 7.5 in this game. Taking a look at the line history here in this one, where we have Logan Roop and Matthew Boyd. Fun pitching matchup here. Line opened up. Wow. -143. It's all the way to 165. A massive move towards the Chicago Cubs. Line opened up 7.5 -120. It's now 7.5 -110. Move towards the under here as well. 98, 99 on the over. Line moving towards the under. 77 and 84 is on the Cubbies. The line's moving drastically towards them. And I mean, I get the move towards the Cubs. Logan Roop, 4.56 ERA, 1.52 WHIP, 10.87 strikeouts per nine, which is 27%, 3.86 walks per nine, a 368 BABIP, but 3.47 FIP, and a 3.51 SIERA. I expect better from him. Matthew Boyd could have some negative regression coming his way, though. Question is, are the Giants the team to take advantage of it? 2.54 ERA, 1.38 WHIP, 7.262 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 3.18 walks per nine, a 310 BABIP, a 403 FIP, and a 4.38 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Giants. Hitting edge goes towards the Cubbies, 116 WRC plus, which is 6th versus righties. the Giants do struggle against lefties, 85 WRC plus, which is 18th, which leads me to believe that we could see Matthew Boyd pitch fine in this game. And for me in this spot, it'd be probably a lean towards a Cubs first 5 run line. If I am betting anything in this spot, I just feel like you've probably missed your line on the Cubbies, considering how far it's moved. So for me, I guess I would just lean towards that. It's minus 105 on ESPN bet. It's just going to be a lean though for me. Is the first 5 run line with the Cubbies with no play.
Cubs just got blanked yesterday. Which is going to put me right on the Cubs today. And you said you lean that way, so it's going to be a Cubs day. This is if the Cubs won yesterday, didn't get blanked, whatever, probably look towards something else. I'm getting plus 140 for the Cubbies on the run line. A team that we have top 3 in the league, because honestly, right now, if you look at the MLB, I feel for power rankings, it's Dodgers, Mets, Cubs, Padres. I feel like that's a fair 4. This is a Cubs team I think is going to continue to win. Cubs bounce back in this one.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. Which I forgot they got blinked yesterday. Maybe this is a Cubbies spot. I'll probably give it I'll probably think about it a little bit more. Maybe this is just Cubs first 5 run line and move on. I don't trust them full game. I don't trust that bullpen whatsoever. But they still will win games. But that bullpen makes me only want them first 5.
There you go. Sorry, I was putting stuff up on the site. Cubs. Tough travel spot for the Giants. Where were the Giants just?
Colorado. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense then, yep.
No, they were in San Fran. My bad. They were in San Fran. They played Colorado, but they were in San Fran.
That's right. And it's not really that bad of a travel spot. It's in Wrigley. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit of a tough travel spot. Makes sense. Cubs. What's the wind blowing like in Chicago, Nick?
Give me 2 seconds. I'm assuming with the 7.5 in. Give me 2 seconds on that one though. I have to load up.
He's loading it up. Yes, sir. What's the weather like in this game? Weatherman. It's Nick that likes to do the weatherman. Yeah. Heard it's windy. Always windy. Windy City, you goofs.
Wind is blowing from left field to first base, 10 miles an hour to start the game, gets down to 8. So not crazy wind like we usually see. But yeah.
There you go. Oh, man. Nick, can I go first in this game and then I have to head out?
Go for it. Yep, go for it.
Chicago White Sox and the Kansas City Royals. The Royals minus 230. 8 is your total. Is this? Oh, Shane. Why does it say H. Smith on covers and then you click on it and then it's Shane Smith? That's very throwing off because Hayden Smith's in the system. Right? Hayden. Yeah. Isn't he the Arkansas guy, Hayden Smith?
Hagen Smith is in the farm system. I believe he's with the Birmingham Barons right now.
Yeah, we're not seeing him this year, but anyways.
Well, yeah, I don't think so. We could see him maybe for September call-ups if they want to see what they have with Hagen Smith.
Fair.
Like I could see the Reds doing the same with Chase Burns. I could see the Blue Jays doing the same with you Savage just to see what they have. So maybe there's that opportunity, but yeah, keep going. I
look at this game. The White Sox are coming off of – they've now won 3 out of their last 4 games. Hell yeah, White Sox. Including taking a series versus the Houston Astros. I love to see that. That is great.
By the rain yesterday. Granted, they were aided by the rain. It cut the game after 7 innings.
So doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They won. Doesn't matter.
We're not talking about that, though. We're not talking about that.
No. That being said, I kind of lean Royals here. I lean Royals here. After the rain delay and everything with that, Kansas City is coming off of a nice win. They've won 5 out of their last 6 games. So they are looking good at the moment. The thing is, minus 240 is a little bit steep. What's their run line sitting at, Paulie? Even money? Minus 115 for the run line, so not interested in any of that. So I'm going to end my show here with a pass. And I'll listen for the last couple of games while you talk them over while I drive to work.
Yeah. I think I'm moving on it now. I found a spot I like. Let's talk about it. We have Shane. Yep. We have this line opening up at 245. It's down to a 215. So we do have a move towards these White Sox in this game. Line opened up at an 8, minus 110. It's now 8 at even money. So we do have a move towards the under here as well. Taking a look at the cash flow, 98, 92 on the over, 87 and 76 is on the Royals. The line's moving against the Royals here in this spot. Makes me kind of interested in doubling down on this spot here. Let's see. Ooh, I can get plus money on that. Ooh, I can get plus. Okay, yeah. I'm going to double up on that spot here. Cool. And two spots here. We have Shane Smith, 2.3 ERA, 0.95 whip. He's been awesome. 7.24 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%. 2.96 walks per 9, a 2.19 BABIP, a 3.37 FIP, and a 4.17 SIERA. Now, I do project him for a little bit of negative regression, but is this Kansas City Royals offense what you want in order to suggest negative regression for him? The answer for me is no. Let's take a look at the other side. Cole Reagan's a 4.4 ERA, 1.17 WHIP, 13.5 strikeouts per 9, which is 36%. 2.64 walks per 9, a 3.38 BABIP, a 2.75 FIP, and a 2.41 SIERA. Both the bullpen advantage goes towards Kansas City slightly, but both are not very good. Hitting advantage goes towards Kansas City, but none are very good. The Kansas City Royals against righties this year, 86 WRC plus, which is 25th. The White Sox are also 25th against lefties, though, 70 WRC plus. So neither team hits particularly well against the type of pitcher they're facing today. Here's the thing. I don't trust these bullpens. So I moved on the first 5 under 4, minus 105 on Bovada. I'm also adding the White Sox first 5 plus 1, which is on Bovada as well at minus 130. I think this is a game that the White Sox can keep close, and it is a low-scoring game at the end of 5 innings. So something along the lines of 1-1, 2-2 at the very worst. I think Shane Smith could pitch well against this struggling Royals offense, and I think that we could see the White Sox be able to scratch across a run or two against Cole Reagan's. So I am going to be on the White Sox first 5 plus 1, minus 130, and I'm on the first 5 under 4 at minus 105 in this one. Let's see. White Sox win this series over the overrated. There you go. Supness. What's good? 3-2 type of game. I could definitely see that. Was going to go to the Brewers game today, but can't. Yeah. Royals minus 3.5. Royals are better at home. They are. So I sold my ticket for $3. Nice. There you go. Back on them, Chicago White Sox plus 1.5. I don't hate that look either. I don't like plus 1.5 lines. I don't know. For me, maybe it's just a mental thing. I don't like plus 1.5s. If I'm gonna take plus runs, it's gonna be plus 2, plus 2.5, all that stuff. But yeah. Shut up, Nick. White Sox are just that good. Goddamn right they are. You're goddamn right. We're rocking with the White Sox. Yes. Past this game. Lost last night on Houston. Yeah. Not going to lie. I'm this close. I'm moving on the Royals team total under 4.5. I see a low-scoring game. I don't hate that at all. Yeah. Might have to take the first 5 under with you. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's including both tickets. Wow. What got a crazy parlay? No, at ESB we don't advocate for parlays here. I know much of the chagrin of some people, we don't advocate for parlays. Yo, what's good, Joe? Kryptonite Golden State was never in doubt. Yeah, unfortunately, I was on the opposite side, but it is what it is. This is a Reagan to record a win type of game. Fair. Shane Smith is pretty good. Back him for an under. Yeah, bro. Last night I lost big on the Rockies when they proceeded to win at least 11 in a row. Then they proceeded. Yeah. No parlays. I like the Celtics tonight. Me too. Go to 446. He'll give you. Yeah, no. You don't need to talk about him. We'll move on. We have the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Houston Astros. We have 4 more games left in baseball. Pick 'em total 8.5 in this game. We have Tobias Myers taking on Ronald Blanco in this game. Line opened up -110. It's now 109 for the Brewers, so a slight move towards the Astros, 1 cent. Line opened up 8.5 at the even money, got down to an 8, back up to an 8.5. It's -105 now. Taking a look at the cash flow in this game, where we have, there we go, 54% tickets and 80% cash on the Astros. The line's moved a penny towards them. 85 and 82 is on the over in this spot here. Taking a look at the pitching matchup here, we have Ronald Blanco, 5.08 ERA, 1.31 whip, 8.26 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%, 4.45 walks per 9, a 240 BABIP, a 502 FIP, and a 4.63 SIERA. Tobias Myers, I don't think has pitched much this year because I have him. Looks like stats of someone who only made 1 start. He's made 2 starts, I think, and I have to update his numbers. He's made three appearances. He's gone 4 innings, 2 innings, 1 inning. Okay, so he hasn't pitched very much this year, so take his stats with a grain of salt. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Houston Astros. The hitting advantage goes towards the Brewers. 97 WRC plus, which is 21st, compared to 95, which is 22nd. So a whopping 2 WRC plus difference between these two teams. Taking a look at this matchup, though, I lean Astros. I don't really like Tobias Myers personally. I don't think. I think he's not a very good pitcher, and I think he is going to struggle a little bit with Milwaukee this year. But we all know Milwaukee's a little bit of a pitching factory, so maybe they can steer him in the right direction. Ultimately, not a game I'm going to get involved with, but it would be a lean towards the Astros in this game if I am getting involved with anything. Let's see. Low key, I would parlay the Nuggets and the Celtics. I'm on the Nuggets. I'm on the Celtics. So, yeah, love that. I'm on the Nuggets first quarter, Nuggets first half, Celtics full game. Astros first 5 money line. Don't mind that. Liking the Astros team total over. Nice. I kind of like that too. Astros money line over. Blanco is a guy I want to back. Fair. Brewers money line. Blanco over 5 Ks. Interesting. We'll move on. The next 2 games have a little bit of a system play for me. I want to take a look to see. Unfortunately, this is the system play I have to back with a pitcher I'd like to fade, but let's talk about it. We have the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Cardinals are -135 favorites in this game with a total of 8.5 in this spot. We have Miles Mikolas taking on Carmine Ledzinski in this one here. Line opened up at a -155 for the Cardinals yesterday. Reopened up at a 141. It's now all the way down to a 126. A massive move towards the Pittsburgh Pirates. Line opened up at an 8.5 -110. It's now 8.5 -105. I think the Pirates are probably a decent look in this game. 76% tickets, 81% cash on the Cardinals. Line's moving towards the Pirates, telling me that the Pirates probably are the side and should be backed in this game. And then looking at the total, 84% tickets and 86% of the cash is on the over in this one here. I want to take a look real quick at Miles Mikolas pitching outs, because the Cardinals are coming in off of a doubleheader yesterday. And let me go ahead and take a look at their bullpen usage real quick, because I feel like with the doubleheader, both the Mets and the Cardinals went through some pitchers yesterday. So let me hit refresh, because it's been I don't have today's numbers on it there. So give me 2 seconds to refresh that. Because I believe the Cardinals went through some bullpen. Let me just shop around, because I am going to be on it, and it's going to be 17.5 at -110. I'm going to be on Miles Mikolas over his outs, just because that's a player prop that I do take. Is teams off of double headers, I'll take the pitcher over. Michael McGravy was massive for the Cardinals yesterday, as he threw 80 pitches. Basically saving the bullpen a little bit. Roycroft did not pitch yesterday. King did not pitch yesterday. Matz did not pitch yesterday. Chris Fellow did not pitch yesterday. Hazley through 14. Leahy through 25. Maton through 21. Romero through 18. So not as much of a bullpen usage as you would think for this. But with that being said, I'm also going to add the Pirates money line. And this is the second time I've done this year where I took a Cardinals player over his outs and then the Pirates money line as well. Because I do think that this is a spot where the Pirates look very, very live in this game. Taking a look at the pitching matchup, I'm not a fan of Miles Mikolas. 5.7 ERA, 1.52 whip, 4.94 strikeouts per nine, which is 12%. 3.42 walks per nine, a 321 BABIP, a 3.12 FIP, and a 5.26 SIERA. On the flip side, Carmine Ledzinski, 6.95 ERA, 1.82 whip, 7.36 strikeouts per nine, which is 17%. 3.86 walks per nine, a 387 BABIP, a 3.85 FIP, and a 4.24 SIERA. I think the Pirates win the game, but the Cardinals force Mikolas to go probably too far into this game because I need 6 innings from Mikolas over 17.5. That's out, so that would be 6 innings. I do think he does get 6 innings in this game, and I think this could be one of those spots where Mikolas goes 6 innings of 4-run baseball, and the Pirates win something along the lines of 5-3. So for me, Pirates money line plus 120, and Miles Mikolas over 17.5 outs at minus 110. When I'm at it, let me go ahead and grab the other guy as well, which will be Griffin Canning of the Mets today. It's minus 110 for 15.5 over on Bet365. So I'm going to move on that one there as well. But yeah, let's head back to the chat and then we'll talk about that Mets game. I should have took the Pacers reverse spread last night. Jesus, yeah. Cardinals run line, Pirates team total over, Pirates money line. Yep. We'll keep going here. We got 2 games left in MLB, and then we'll finish it off with the NHL game. The Arizona Diamondbacks are taking on the New York Mets. The Diamondbacks minus 115 home favorites with a total of 9.5 in this game. Let's get it started with, I'm on Griffin Canning over 15.5 outs at minus 110 over on Bet365. The Mets are coming off of the doubleheader yesterday, and I feel like they had, actually, all things considered, I think they did use a decent amount of bullpen. Buto did not throw yesterday, so he'll probably be available after Griffin Canning. Cabrera through 23, Stanek through 16, Garrett through 21, Kranick through 21, Diaz through 14, Brazaban through 8. Nobody pitched on Saturday though, so that everybody had a day off before that. But I would assume that Griffin Canning wants to go a little bit further into this game. Griffin Canning a 2.61 ERA, a 1.39 whip, 9 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%, 4.06 walks per nine, a 318 BABIP, a 3.27 FIP, and a 3.93 SIERA. On the flip side, Ryan Nelson, a 5.82 ERA, a 1.18 whip, 10.59 strikeouts per nine, which is 27%, 2.12 walks per nine, a 313 BABIP, a 2.2 FIP, and a 2.6 SIERA. The bullpen edge goes towards the Mets. The hitting edge goes towards the Diamondbacks, though, 119 WRC plus, which is 5th in baseball, compared to the Mets, who are 109 WRC plus, which is 9th in baseball against righties. I do think Ryan Nelson can pitch well in this game. That is something that I do think. And I think Griffin Canning could be okay as well. Taking a look, I forgot to go over the line history in this game. It opened up with the Mets as minus 107 favorites. It's now minus 115 for the Diamondbacks. So tells me the Diamondbacks are probably the play in this game. Line opened up at a 9. It's now 9.5. So probably it's saying that both these pitchers get hit a little bit, which is interesting. 74% of tickets, 87% of the cash is on the Mets in this game. The line's moving towards the Diamondbacks. I understand the line moving towards the Diamondbacks because the Mets are coming in off of the doubleheader and they had to travel. I think it's a bad spot for the Mets. It would be D-backs or no bet here for me. That would be the only way I would approach this game would be Diamondbacks or no bet. I think it's going to just be Griffin Canning over his outs right now. That would be the only way I'm going to approach this game, over 15.5 outs. But for me, that is all. That's all it's going to be for this game. But it's a lean towards the Diamondbacks as well. Canning over 15.5 outs. Yeah, I'm backing it, but I can't with Mikolas. That's totally fair. Under, the markets are suggesting both these pitchers are vulnerable, but we'll see. Angels relievers are cooked, yeah, especially after they lost Ben Joyce. Pass, D-backs run line, and the over. All right. Last game on the card, though, the Mariners taking on the Athletics. Pick 'em, total of 9 in this game. Take a look at the line history here, where this line opened up at a minus 105 on both sides. It's now minus 110 for Seattle, minus 111 for Seattle. Line opened up 8.5. It's now 9. But the 8.5 is heavily juiced towards the over. Now it's 9 juiced towards the under. We have 66% of tickets and 75% of cash is on the Mariners. The line moving towards them. We have 91 and 90 on the over in this one as well. We have Bryce Miller taking on Luis Severino. Miller 3.52 ERA, 1.43 WHIP, 9.1 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%. 5.58 walks per 9, a 3.08 BABIP, but 3.34 FIP, and a 4.66 ERA. On the flip side, Severino 3.49 ERA, 1.09 WHIP, 6.75 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%. 2.79 walks per 9, a 2.32 BABIP, a 3.93 FIP, and a 4.33 SIERA. Bullpen edge going towards the Athletics. Hitting edge goes towards the Mariners. 131 WRC plus, which is first, compared to the Athletics 108, which is 12th. Not a game I'm getting involved with here in this one. It's tricky. I kind of lean Mariners. Mariners team total over, something along those lines. Their bats have been awesome. Best in baseball against righties for WRC plus this year. So definitely their team that I think is more bet on than bet against. So that's something there. But for me, not a game I'm getting involved with. It'd be a small lean towards the Mariners, but I will be passing the end of card there. So let's take a look what my card looks like for today, because I did lock in my hockey bet. Here we go. Guardians, Padres, White Sox first 5+1 and the first 5 under. Pirates money line and the Michaelis over outs, and then Griffin Canning over outs as well. So that's my baseball card for today. We'll talk hockey in a second. The D-backs traveled from Philly. Yes, they did travel from Philly, and they went through some bullpen yesterday because that was the 11-9 baseball game. Diamondbacks, Jalen Beeks threw 20, Murillo threw 10, Miller threw 22, Ginkel threw 19, Thompson threw 11. Martinez is hurt. So that could be a spot where you take Ryan Nelson over his outs. They went through a lot of bullpen yesterday as well. Maybe they push him a little bit further into this game. That's a good look there. Tim is the flight guy. Nick is the weatherman. There you go. Good morning, Nick. How are you? Not too bad. Any thoughts of the Astros in Milwaukee? I would lean Astros, but didn't bet it. Pass. Yep. Final game on the card here. The Florida Panthers taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Panthers minus 120 favorites with a total of 5.5 in this game. The Panthers dispatching of the Lightning very, very impressively there in that first round. They won 4-1 in that series. I was dead wrong about the Lightning. They cooked them. On the flip side, the Toronto Maple Leafs, they won the first 3 games of their series against the Ottawa Senators. Then they lost the next 2 before they finally closed it out in 6 games. And the way I was looking at this series, I think this line tells you everything you need to know. Especially the series line, seeing the Panthers are minus 180. There's really no way I could bet the Panthers in the series other than -1 games or -1.5 games for the series. And I feel like this is a spot where I'm going to back the Panthers tonight. If they lose, I'll back the Panthers to win the series then. Because I do think the Panthers take care of business pretty easily in the series. And I do believe that when you look at what Toronto went through, yeah, they may have slayed the demons and everything like that with winning that first round series. But we got to also keep in mind the Ottawa Senators and the Florida Panthers are 2 totally different teams. One's an up-and-coming team that was happy to be there. This is the reigning Stanley Cup champions and the 2-time defending Eastern Conference champions we're talking about here. I think the Panthers forward group better than the Leafs. I think their defense core is better than the Leafs. I think the goaltending is better than the Leafs. They have the experience. They've been there. They've done that. They've won in the biggest moments. And I think the Panthers win this series. And I would like to back them probably almost every game of the series. And I'm going to be on the Panthers here. I got minus 125 with Florida in this game. I think the Panthers take game 1, and we look at this series being 5 to 6 games in the Panthers advancing. So I am on the Panthers here on the money line to get this series started with here. Let's see. Leafs, go Leafs. L, cool. Oh, LE. Okay, yeah. I was wondering why there was so many comments. Leafs money line, in rag, and puck line. Leafs. So everybody's on the Leafs. Oh, finally somebody on the Panthers with me. Panthers. IceX and Tim know what's up. This series with the odds look like the Nugs/Clippers series. What? How? That series was a pick'em, and the Nugs had home court advantage. I'm really wondering how you're correlating that. Because the Nuggets weren't minus 180. I would love to know how you're correlating this, because it's not. It's not at all. We are all a part of the circus, according to Rob. Yeah. Oh, confidence is high. Sam Bennett goal. I was watching hot. Cool. Power play will be elite here. Good luck. The only thing that is better is the defense. But we have the goalie who will steal games. Toronto will be crazy tonight. Yeah, that wine and cheese crowd will go nuts. It does. Stolar's revenge series, facts. Revenge in a series against his former team. The core four is ready. The Nuggets and Leafs are both big dogs with home advantage. Wasn't that a pick'em, the series? Wasn't that Nuggets Clippers series a pick'em? Maybe minus 120 for the Clippers? There's a difference between minus 120 and minus 180 last time I checked. I know you're just trying to use it for your narrative, but you're wrong. I don't think those at all. I don't think it is at all. And I think this is, yeah. I would lean Astros. Dynasty starts now. The Leafs might get swept. Nope. Nuggets close plus 135. Okay, what did they open at? Cool. Panthers and 5. And by the way, there's also a difference between plus 135 and plus 160. So we'll see. But that is everything for today's games. If you guys have not already, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here at ESB, which is every single morning, anywhere between 10 and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. But that's going to wrap it up for this one. I want to thank you guys as always for watching, and good luck.